Hi, so here we are back for another week of Comic Book Corner, and I'm going to learn from my mistake last week, not realising you could only get a 10-minute video on YouTube now. So let's get right into it. I shall stop rambling. Green Lantern number 54, I'm sorry. Following on with the Brightest Day new storyline arc, which the main 6 issue isn't really going very well. Not really loving it. Green Lantern is always a solid title and has been since it began. This is a bit, it's all a bit set up, all set-up-y, I guess. It starts with Atrocious taking over a tram and giving out his own brand of justice, I would get. Yes, he is sorting out the bad guys, the tramline robbers, but his idea of justice is obviously to rip them apart. The bit with the cat is very, very creepy, I must say. But then we get thrown back to the old Sword in the Stone, the white lantern that nobody seems to be able to pick up. Sinestro's had a go because he thinks he's worthy of the White Lantern. Of course, he's already had it once, even if for just a brief second in Blackest Night. And then, of course, Hal has a go, and no joy there. And so, of course, Carol has a go, not really helping, so Hal decides to join in, and Sinestro isn't having any of that, and I'm like, you're not taking all the power. And, of course, as soon as more of them grab hold of it, suddenly, BAM! Huge, don't know if you can really see that, huge splash page, help me live! Yes, the White Lantern's screaming out to them. We get a big splash page with all the people, all the superheroes and supervillains that were resurrected in Blackest Night. And then shots of all the entities that go behind the Green Lantern, all the Lantern colours anyway. Of course, Parallax isn't there because in previous issues we've already seen he's been chained to some big monolith, and obviously there was a group of other monoliths without anything on them, but now we see from this issue Ion's been ensnared in this little circle of entities. Now, I'm not sure how connected the Green Lanterns are to their entities, but given that Parallax is already been ensnared by this shadowy character, why is Sinestro not realised that yet? Ion is back and he's lying comatose on some planet somewhere. So basically the three, Sinestro, Carol and Green Lantern, find out where Atrocious is. They have a little bit of a fight. It does look like all the heads of the lanterns are coming together again, which does make me wonder. And of course Atrocious has a bit of a fight with the rest of them, and then out of the blue Lobo turns up. Now, I'm not sure if he was in any of the Blackest Night stuff, but him just turning up right at the very end seemed a bit, what's this all about? Where's the connection? Maybe there is, maybe I've missed something, maybe you guys can tell me. That's Green Lantern 54. Brave and the Bold 34, Doom Patrol and Legion of Superheroes. This is basically just a kind of time travelling type story. The Legion of Heroes Earth is been destroyed by a huge primordial black hole. So 3 of them escape into the past in a time bubble to pick up the Doom Patrol, because the Doom Patrol have the collective power along with them to destroy this if they step just maybe like an hour before this black hole turns up. And it just, there's some little quirky bits in there. There's this whole pink fluff thing that suddenly turned up and was kind of joked about. The time bubble moving on its own. And obviously, you know, it all looks wrapped up at the end, but we already know this is a two-part story, so we know something else, it can't be right. They haven't done what they needed to do. But I'm really not bothered. It was... Brave and the Bold has been really lacklustre of late. I've not really found much to get enthused about, and I'm hoping it's going to get better. And I think part of this is the artist, Jesus Sayers. His colours are just so washed out, and for want of a better word, they're bland. I really don't find it very exciting to look at, and get better soon. And finally for this week, because it wasn't a big pickup list for me, it's Batman The Return of Bruce Wayne #2. After being a caveman, Bruce Wayne has been thrown ahead in time to the Middle Ages. And he's now part of the witch hunt trial kind of era, and he's one of the Inquisitors. The actual front cover made me quite excited about this. I mean, it's a lovely cover anyway, Andy Kubert kicking it out the park again, but looking in the background and the characters that you think are maybe some people, because we kind of had the caveman and an allusion to the Joker. And looking at the front of the cover, I just thought immediately some sort of Scarecrow past incarnation. But he didn't turn up. Obviously there's a lot of fear going around because of the witch's trial. Everyone's under suspicion. Basically, Bruce Wayne jumps ahead of time and he's right into this middle of a huge octopus, it looks like. At first I thought it was one of those Starro things. It looked very much like that. Maybe it was, but then we had all these tentacle stuff, so I kind of gave that a miss. He battles that, he passes out. A strange woman saves her, and saves him, I should say. And then we jump back to Superman and Booster Gold and Green Lantern and Hunter trying to find out or stop Bruce Wayne for whatever reason getting back to his original time, because apparently this is all a conspiracy by Darkseid, and Bruce Wayne is going to destroy the future basically, and they're trying to stop him. So we get this pseudo-scientific bullshit. It's Grant Morrison being Grant Morrison basically. It really does make no sense. It's all parallel universes, ripples in time, etc, etc. I don't know what these guys were expecting to find, but they don't find anything. And it is a story basically about witch trials. His mysterious rescuer, the lady, I think her name was Annie, he must befriend her over the time he stays there. There's another allusion to the Superman and the Wonder Woman insignias, because we saw them on the caveman wall from the previous issue. Now we see them on a pendant. So have we got other incarnations of Wonder Woman and Superman in these past eras too? It is a really good read, and I am very excited about it. The art stunk. I'm sorry, it really did. After last week, I was looking for it. I didn't realise they're going to use different artists each month. But this was just awful. It really did take me out of the story at times. But there was a nice bit right near the end where the Terminus with the Archivist's face turns into Bruce Wayne, and he just says, "So you'll all just have to trust me." I can't wait for next month. Bruce Wayne is now... It's the pirate era, and he's at the feet of Blackbeard. Pick that up for definite. Don't wait for the trade that's coming. I will see you next time. Hope you enjoy. Subscribe, rate, comment, all that. Bye-bye.